All right, y'all, so we have to talk about this Bitcoin price action because as we can see from the chart, it looks like we are forming the Bart Simpson pattern where we get a really fast move to the upside and range for a little bit, and then boom, we dump back down. And so what is happening locally, and why have we gotten such a huge drop to the downside? Well, really what happened was we came up and we started to range, and as we were ranging yesterday, we can see that we were forming massively bearish divergences on market Cipher B here on the 24-minute. As the price continued to make higher highs, we could see that the momentum was making lower highs, and money flow on market Cipher B was also coming down, which is giving us the early warning sign that we are going to lose the range to the downside. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be going through the exact levels that we need to be aware of and what is going to happen in the future. So first of all, shout out to everybody in the VIP Discord who took the short from the golden pocket, because we were actually in a VIP live stream as we were walking through the price action, looking at the order flow, looking to the exact level of 41,100 that had to be lost for a whole bunch of short traders to be trapped right here. We were taking a look at market Cipher B, seeing that we had uneven butt cheeks on the 6-minute time frame as we were rejecting right off the golden pocket. The 1-minute money flow and momentum was coming down. So it's been really nice to have these live streams in the VIP Discord for New York Open. By the way, if anybody wants to join the Discord group where we post our levels and our plans and our trade setups daily, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. And even this morning, we were taking a look at the fact that how on the TPO chart, we had some poor lows for the past few days that made it pretty probable we were going to come to the downside, and also momentum and money flow looking pretty bearish on market Cipher B. And we can in fact see here on the TPO chart, we had some poor lows put in for the past few days here, making it likely that we come back down to at least test those levels. So you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper if you want to join the Discord community. So what exactly is going to happen now with the Bitcoin price now that we have had this move to the downside? Well, in order to figure that out, I think it's important that we get some context on what has been happening on a macro term time frame, okay? Because we can't just look at what's happening locally to try and determine what is going to happen on a more macro time frame. So overall, we can see that if we look at this sideways range that we've been trading in for quite some time, we've been trading with very clear highs and very clear lows, okay? Very clear highs and very clear lows. And we did have a breakout. We retested this resistance as support, but then we came back down below this level. And I had made a video saying when we came below this level that it will be a very smooth move down to around that $39,000-ish area, where we did come down and get a very nice bounce from, okay? We came down to get a very nice bounce from that $39,000 area, but there is something that we still need to be aware of, which is this. As long as we remain under $42,000, okay, things still are more bearish than they are bullish as far as the price action goes. And we do have some pretty interesting lows. As I said right here, down here, these lows that we put in, I don't necessarily like the way that they look. Because like I said, on a TPO chart, there were not a lot of big players defending these lows. We can see on the chart here that because there's no buying tail, there's not a lot of big players in the market that are defending these lows right here. And so we can expect price to potentially come back down to retest those lows. Why is that so significant? That is so significant because if we pull a golden pocket from the swing low to the swing high, we can see that we just missed tapping that golden pocket. In fact, we can even pull a golden pocket from right here and see we did get a bounce, but the macro golden pocket, we just missed hitting that. And in addition, if we take a look at some of the volume that was traded right here, we can see that we have a very high volume node that also did not get hit. And so what does that mean? That means that we have the potential to come back down to those lows and actually tap that golden pocket, where we could put a very intense bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, okay, to get a pretty significant move to the upside. Now, we also have to be aware of the even higher term time frames, which are very bearish, okay? Yes, I am expecting to find perhaps some support if we make our way back down to this area, but when we look at the weekly time frame, especially on market Cipher B, we can see that we are getting something that we have never gotten before ever in the history of Bitcoin trading, which is a red dot on the weekly time frame as that money flow crosses to the downside. And I was saying this in some previous videos, but pretty much if we do get that money flow crossing to the downside, historically, after we have had a bull market and have topped out, right, we have noticed that these money flow crossovers result in another 50% move to the downside. Okay, let's just zoom in right here and take a look at these money flow crossovers. Even though it doesn't look very significant back here because we're not on log scale, we can see that the money flow crossover itself does result in a 56% move to the downside, where we get the red dot and the money flow crossover at the same time. Okay, this is very, very significant. Okay, then again, we have the same thing happening over here in 2017. The one I just showed you was 2013. This one up here is 2017. We get the red dot as the money flow crosses over, and that results in a 50% move to the downside. So we know today, if we do get a 50% move to the downside from right here, right, that is going to be around that $17,000 to $20,000 area, which is a very significant retest of the 2017 bull market. And not only that, it's the target of this rising wedge, this massive rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern that we were trading in all throughout the bull market. Okay, we've had a breakdown, a retest, and our final target being down here. So although we are, and I am looking for longs at support, the higher term time frames, at least in my mind, are showing some bearishness that we also need to be aware of. Now, if you want to learn how to trade this way, you can check out the trading course at jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because what we do is we give you a clearly defined point A to point B system so that you always know where to be looking for a trade. Like, for example, this morning we were looking for the trade from between the VWAP and the golden pocket. We had the plan in advance, you know, in the VIP Discord when we post our trade setups. You know, we have the plans in advance, right? We have the plans in advance so that we can know what we're looking for, right? We know what we're looking for before we actually do enter the trades, right? We are looking to take a specific short, right? We have the plan in advance. Our plan plays out. We take our profits, right? You can, there's a 25% discount on the course in the description. Also, if you want to learn how to use TPO charts, order flow charts, and all that stuff, you can check out the advanced course. There's a preview you can watch for free just to see if it's something you're interested in. There's also a 15% discount in the description. Right now, guys, for Bitcoin, I think it's very important that we are aware of some areas of support below us. Number one is going to be, obviously, the golden pocket pull from the low to the high, which is coming in at about 40K. And then below that, of course, we have the $39,000 level. If we start to lose that, then I think we could see some much lower prices. But that's it for today, guys. God bless everybody. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, I pray everybody is super blessed in many ways. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.